After peek and pop, the second big use for Force Touch in the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus is quick actions. So they're a way of tapping a little harder on the app icon in order to jump to a particular point in the app. So in this case, phoning someone or creating a new contact. Once again, creating these is actually pretty straightforward. So let's go over to Xcode and create a new app to see how that works. So we'll call this Quick Actions Demo. And the majority of the work we'll actually be doing in the info.plist file. And this is where we'll define what actions we will do and have available on the home screen icon. So I'm going to open up info.plist in its source code form. It's a little bit easier to work with, I think, for this particular set of settings. And then we're going to create a new array which will be a dictionary, which will contain a dictionary, which will have an initial key of UI application shortcut item icon type. Another catchy name, which of course just describes the type of shortcut icons that we have available. And next we describe the shortcut icon type. Now to find out what our options are, we'll do a search for UI application shortcut icon. And then that top result there should be a developer.apple.com link, and here you can find out all sorts of things about UI application shortcut icon, but I'm particularly interested in UI application shortcut icon type there. And here we get all the different possible values and a view of what they are. So let's say we want an add icon, this one here. So the name for that is add. So we match it to our first UI application shortcut item icon type by giving it a value of a string, which is UI application shortcut icon type add. So now we've created a shortcut icon with an icon of add. Then we need to add a little bit more information. First we add the title. So that is a UI application shortcut item title. And then that might be something like add new user. Then we set the UI application shortcut item type. And this is where we can give a special identifier to our shortcut item. And that is always equal to the bundle identifier. So I'll just copy that whole thing. Dot, and then whatever you want to call it. So we'll call this new user. And then in some cases we might want to pass a bit more information. And in that case, we'll create a key called UI application shortcut item user info. So just like the user info variable that we used for permanent data storage all those sections ago. And then we'll create another dictionary. And we might have something like a key of username and a value or string of Rob, but we could put whatever we liked in there. Don't forget to close that dictionary. And that's it. So we've set up our first shortcut item. If we want to create another one, we can just copy the whole thing and create a second dictionary within the initial array. And we could have a second icon type, so maybe search. So this would jump straight to the search section of our app. And it might be search users. And then we could make a dot search there. And here probably you wouldn't need any extra info. So we could get rid of that last bit there. So you get the idea. We can add up to 4 of these. And we can use all the different icon types that are available to us. All right, so now we've added our shortcut items. Let's see how we can refer to them in the rest of the app. And here we're going to be working in appdelegate.swift, and we're going to create a new method. And this is going to be perform action for shortcut item. There it is. So drag that one in. And this is, as you might imagine, the method that's called when the app is launched via a shortcut item. So we can essentially do whatever we like here. We might want to start by printing shortcut item tapped to make it clear what's going on. And then we could check for which shortcut item has been tapped by looking at shortcut item.type and then looking for it being equal to one of the particular values. So if we're looking for search, for example, we would look for that. And then we might go to the search view controller. If we wanted to get the user info that was passed or may have been passed by one of the quick actions, then we can check to see if it exists by doing something like if let shortcut item dot user info and then whatever the variable is, and we might want to create a variable which is equal to that. So if that works, then do something with that data. So it might be call a particular person or show a particular person's details in the view controller. And I think we might need a question mark there. Yep. There we go. So that's all you need to create quick actions for your app. And they are a great way of providing that little bit of extra speed and interactivity to get the users what they want more quickly. Now, we're still not done in our special extra section though. We're now going to have a look at how you can use version control within Xcode to make it easier to work with other people when developing your app, and crucially to be able to roll back mistakes that you make and go back to previous versions of your app. It's really useful and it's pretty easy to do as well. Let's find out how in the next video.